Okay, so this is a basic video on origami. So, okay, what we want to do, we're going to do a crane. Now don't worry about my pre-folded lines because I'll explain how they all got there. They're just there for the sake of the video, to keep it nice and handy for me. So step one, get a nice square piece of card. And the type of card is important. You want something like that's kind of got a bit of flexibility but still is quite tough. So something like this takeaway, this home delivery takeaway voucher is perfect to get started. So first things first, from your perfectly square piece of card, you want to turn it over and fold it in half to make two triangles. Two triangles, that's not too tough. First fold. Okay, so second fold. You want to fold it over again to make more triangles. So there you go, that's after two folds. And now next we'll start with lift this piece up, open up this piece and push it down. Now it's not going to look like that when you're folding it because I have already this pre-folded. So what you got to make sure is that this meets up with this. It's a special type of fold in origami. Comes down there like that. So it forms a square. So it forms a nice little square there. And in origami you'll see that everything is kind of done twice. So flip it over and we'll do the same thing on the other side. Just watch the fold. It comes down there. It's in there. So now after all these folds you're left with a perfect square. So next thing you want to do is flip up. Take it up. Make sure you're working on the right side. You want to be working on the side with the triangles pointing down. You want to grab this piece here. It will be the only piece you can grab. You want to pull it up there. Flip it around. Do it again. Pull that up there. So now you've got this kind of shape. So you're working away. Next thing you want to do is make sure you're working now with the lines down here, and fold in. So take up half the origami, fold in on itself, go with the halfway line. So you want it straight here, and it's another sort of triangle. It's not an equilateral triangle, but it's another type of triangle. So do that on the other side. See, I've already pre-folded now, but you just make sure your lines are straight and fold in. And again, turn around and do exactly the same on the other side. Like so. And after these 5 steps, I think there might be 5 steps, you're left with a kind of like a kite shape. So now the next thing is probably the hardest fold in the whole thing. You want to straighten that up there like that, and straighten that down there like that. So you're preparing for a fold. So what you do here now in this stage is you open up what you've already folded, lift this up like this. And what you want to do is make it so that it all folds down like that. Now if you haven't got this pre-folded, it's not going to be as easy as I did there. But this is basically what you're looking to do. You're looking to fold everything back in on itself, like so. Turn it around. Repeat the process. Now you might notice that like when you come to this stage and you lift this up, you see it's across here. That's where that little fold helped, where we folded earlier on. This is going to help because it's going to tell the line, you know, that's what's happening. You want to push that down there. These are going to pull in here, and you want to fold. It's quite tricky, like, but you'll get it eventually. You want to fold everything in to come down on itself like that. So it's quite flat now at this stage. So now you come to a shape like that. So remember, always know that these are the ends that you're going to work towards. Like so, you know, keep your orientation here. So next thing we do is we'll fold back in again, 2 more small triangles. Now I don't have these pre-folded, so it's going to slow down a bit here. But a fold is like fold and then run your finger across it. So you want a good strong kind of line there. Repeat on the other side. These are like the smaller versions of the little triangles. We're doing the same thing again. We're folding it in on itself. So in like that again. And as in origami, you just switch it over and do it on the reverse. So you're coming in there like that. Switch it over. And do it over here. You know, it's a lot about symmetry. So now, this is nearly the finished stage. It doesn't look like anything like a crane yet, but it will. So, next thing you do is you grab it like this. Make sure you got these lines down here again. Open it up here. Open it up like this. Flatten it out. and pull this whole thing. Just scratch it here, making sure it'll bend there. Pull it in here like this, so it pulls up. Fold it up, nice and neat. I mean, this is, you know, this will make or break your crane here. So I'm going to push that in there. Now fold it in, pinch it in on itself, so it actually pinches in. Do the same on this side now. Just watch this fold. First I pull it out like this, then I catch it, flatten it all along down there, and then push it up, fold it in. See, this folds inside this like this. Okay? Now you start to see the shape. You pull these two apart here. This is all, like, for me, the most satisfying part of the whole thing. You come down here, don't put too much strength on it. You want to pull the form out, like, so it starts to kind of come out. Gives it a little shape there. Now, all you need to do now is just to add the head. The head in itself is a tricky little fold. You're working quite small. So the head is, you want to push it down like this. Just fold in. And you want to get a tiny little fold in there. Now you can see, okay, this is not one of the best ones I've made, but you squash it in there like that. You can pull that back there like this. This is its tail. And you see the tail actually moves the wings. Tail's connected to the wings. So, you know, again, just sort of like that. And there you go. There's your little origami.